Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah.
Look, crazy 8th grade, nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sithis, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis like. Sweet to drive, hide-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jewels you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, Independence made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's your man Chris Fury back for another episode of Blur's Eye View, and this is your first time here. Thank you for tuning in, and if you're new here, thank you once again. You can catch us wherever you listen to your podcast. You can always check us out on the YouTube channel and IG, and always press record through your Roku devices, so you always find us somewhere, and the ship always floating around somewhere in space. But without further ado, it's been a while since we've been on the screen together because everybody's been lifing in the sick bay. So I'm going to bring my second in command up. She's probably ready to lay hands on some folks, and I don't blame her. Lady Mandalore, what's happening?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
It's still in your throat, isn't it? Pause.
No. I'm good. I'm good. This is the nectar of the gods brings me back to life. My sweet, sweet, sweet love.
So how's it been going?
Life got hands, man. Life got hands. I'm just saying. I'm still here.
Life has hands. And the Reaper is working overtime. Apparently, apparently Reaper is in the same economy as we are, as Mayhem stated earlier.
But why he mad at the wrong people? I feel like the Grim Reaper's a Republican somehow. You not helping anybody with the moves you making, boo.
No,
not nobody.
We are not. What's going on, Mal? What's happening? He is of no help for us right now. So I think I know somebody that can counter some of that. We got our very own preacher in the pulpit.
Hey, I need an immediate.
The power of blur compels you. You know the funky thing about this whole thing. Hey y'all, I've missed y'all. Oh my god. I know the Mandalore lady has been recovering. We were supposed to do Sunday, but like she said, life got hands. In this case, I feel like we are Yugi Moto, and life is Seto Kaiba, and it keeps coming after us no matter what.
I'm scared to peek around the corner.
Yo, Blue Eyes White Dragon be coming around in skinny jeans talking about, yo, what's up, nigga? But, whoa, hold on, whoa. Time out. Hey,
Pardon? Excuse me?
waiting for Brad Pitt to show up with a terrible Jamaican accent or something.
Stop. Sir, okay, I just got over Eminem trying to do that. Please don't do that to me again. Please don't. They're just some sounds you just they.
Wait a minute. Bama, yes, clearly the Grim Reaper is discriminating. He is getting real heavy-handed on one side of everything.
When you say Republican, though, I almost lost my shit.
I'm like, okay, I'm like, you took Whistler, and I'm like, okay, he was sick. And then you turned around and was like, hey, we gonna take James Evans. Wait a minute.
The Grim Reaper is Mark Robinson.
Hold on.
Oh no.
All types of bad.
I said what I said.
Man. But the ship, I'm thank God for the ship being in the atmosphere, because good Lord, I'm afraid to touch down.
In chat world.
And can I say congratulations to believe it or not, yesterday was her final day in the Navy. She is officially retired.
Ooh!
She is retired now. She is transitioning. I'm wearing the shirt to celebrate, one of the ones that she made, and you know me. I just say
I gotta get some merch off of her. But I swear, I don't need a headband, but I need some shirts.
She can do custom. All you gotta do is talk to her, sir.
And consider that done.
I need my tiger lady. I'm gonna see about her doing something. I gotta figure something out.
We got a special guest today.
Mm-hmm. Nothing but the most illustrious guests on this show.
This young woman is an Olympic gold medalist. This woman is a wife and a mother. And now she is a new author in the fantasy series Streets of Guise that she's going to talk to us about today. Wadeline Venlough. What's going on?
You clean with your white background. I like it.
Thank you.
Let me be.
The secret is the wall.
Let me be real respectful.
What's going on, stranger? How you doing?
Montel, it's so good to see you. When I say my face lit up.
Right.
I had her in the background in the green room, and as we're doing our discussion and she's seeing the intro and everything, she's bobbing. I'm like, she's vibing. She's with us.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I don't know who put it all together, but I was like, dang, this is good.
It's a combo. It's a team effort. Trust me.
It was truly a team effort.
Definitely a team effort.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Oh God, boy, do we need it.
You would know all about that.
And then
Wadeline, I don't know where to begin, because one, you're our first Olympic gold medalist that's been on this ship. Normally we rob for gold. We're pirates over here. But
why you put us out like that, man? Come on.
They know we're pirates.
I gotta give it back.
They can't catch us.
I gotta give it back now, though.
But
man.
you know, like, what's better than somebody who knows all about gold to be part of that ship, though? You see what I mean?
Look at that. It works.
The airlock to protect you, okay? Because we ain't trying to see something go sideways.
I like to think I'm just an appraiser, and I just happen to hold on to things a little bit longer than I should.
You know, just a
I
little
like
bit.
that.
I mean, you know, gas for this ship is not cheap. So I don't know where to start. So let's start with being on an Olympic gold track team, and then your transition into being a fantasy writer. Like,
yes.
It's not a weird transition, but it's definitely an interesting one.
Is it a transition? I feel like if you've had this in your head for a while, or something to that effect, you had to.
No, I'm actually somebody who, when I start doing, that's the planning. So I don't think, I just do. So if you know, it comes to me and I gotta put it into work, because I like to believe, like, you can have great ideas, but if you don't put it into papers, then it just passes you by. You know what I mean? But I would say this: Writing is a whole lot less painful.
Isn't it? Oh God.
I don't know about you, Lady Mandalore, but she's kind of already proven her point of like, I think we got space for one more on the ship.
That part. That part.
No,
Specialist.
especially exactly. She's our getaway driver.
I'm a great driver.
See, there it
I
is.
promise.
I would hope
Usually the ones that say they aren't great drivers will say I'm a great driver. So I don't know.
No.
But I mean that out of love and respect.
Only ran one curb in my whole life. Just
yeah.
one.
How tall is
Ma'am.
the curb though?
You don't have to admit that at all. You ain't got to tell us the whole thing.
We don't need you going back to driver school just because, like, yeah, that one curb. Remember? Go and get.
We're in space. It's plenty of room out here.
Asteroids. It's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So your time being a track star, and as Lady M mentioned, this had to been brewing in the back of your mind to be into fantasy. When did you start making that change? Like you just I got to do it. I just, like you said, I got to do it and get it done.
Well, the crazy thing is I've always wanted to be a producer, like in the movie industry, because I know I can't act. Like, you know what you got and you know what you don't got. And I wanted to be a screenwriter, but I just know it would be very hard to get my work out there, with connections and stuff like that. So the next best thing to do was put it into paper, because this book, it will definitely outlive me long after I'm gone. So hopefully my work gets to be on the big screen very soon. So that's how it started. And I've never written a book before. And I will say this, it's very challenging, it's very challenging as a English as a second language, trying to put my work and then the professionalism into it. But it's definitely, I loved every part of it though, to see how like creepy my mind worked and how I'm much more creepier than I really thought. Like early last year, I'd been like, oh yeah, I'd be like, no, I'm not a creepy person. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty dark up here. But I really started writing it in January of 2023. And around that time, I just, like I said, I knew I wanted to put my work, and hopefully it takes off so it can be on the big screen. And I just think it's amazing work, not because it's my own. I'm just saying, not because I wrote it, but it's actually really great. So.
Pie. No, ma'am, sis, you did a lot more than 90% of the people out there. You at least put the effort of pen to paper. That most people.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was different. There was no pressure. There was no need to try to hit a quota or anyone over me. It wasn't a competition. There was enough space for everyone. You know what I mean? Where on the track, you don't have that space. It's 1, 2, 3, and anything outside of that doesn't really matter. So I like the fact that my work, I can see my work, and it's not determined. As much as we love the golds, I mean, I love the gold, because obviously they're bling. But I get to see it outside of the gold. You know what I mean? Because when I look at the gold, I'm like, oh, this was painful. I worked a little too hard for that. But this one, I'm like, I took my time. I polished it, this is like my baby. And no, like, I didn't need anybody to tell me this is what I'm worth. You know what I mean? So I loved every part of writing this book.
Nate.
Oh, and if you notice, the color is gold. I mean, I'm trying to be part of this shit.
Look,
I can be a great parrot.
she's got the accent for it. I mean,
she truly does. Okay. She truly does.
You do a better captain's voice than I do. Sheesh.
And I'm very convincing. So we won't even have to be on the run. We'll just have to take our time and drive out there. I promise y'all, I can make y'all.
Captain, second in command. She runs the ship. We got the ship right. We got the preacher. And we got boots on. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw holy water on her every time she drives. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna throw holy water on her every time. It's like, who driving? Wadeline? Oh, you get in that chair.
Oh my goodness. So talk to us about Streets of Guise. What is this book about?
So this book, it's really about, well, it's there's different things that goes on in there. So when you're starting with the book, you get to see the naive part of it, how clueless a lot of the people are going into this world. And in the middle of it, you really get to see that pretty much a ton of people are just trying to navigate their way around. They're meeting their Becker norms and they don't know what their Becker norms are, how dangerous they are. And you have teenagers. You also have, I think one of my favorite characters, like she's 81, and I just think, can I see a swear word in this channel?
Yes. Yes.
Please do.
Okay.
Open the can.
Go ahead, because that just means you're comfortable with us and we want that.
She's pretty badass, I'll say. And I think one of the best thing is you don't get to see a lot of older characters being badass. She's a woman, she's badass. And really, when I was writing this book, I could have made it more so like a sad story. But I just thought, why not take the drama, what I'm trying to portray, and put it into action, something people may want to see. So I'm focusing on all of the flaws that the people in the book, the characters in the book are experiencing, and I'm putting it to words, instead of saying, oh, well, this person is depressed. Well, what does depression looks like? Because it's different for everybody, you know what I mean? And if depression had a image for certain kind of characters, how do they deal with that? That's not just to say, oh, I'm sad. Well, let's put some weapons into it. Well, now imagine you fighting your depression with like a katana. You know what I mean? So that was really my idea of writing this book. There isn't one villain, because there are multiple type of villains. Since book one, I can't tell you more. You will have to get book two when it comes out to find out. But then as people are trying to pretty much navigate this world that they know nothing about, they're coming up on like mythical creatures that they've never seen or never knew existed. You get waters that glows and they don't really know what's beneath the water. And they really don't know how brutal their death could be. So as we move throughout this book, you get to see different mythical creatures that I come up with, and you're not gonna find them anywhere else because I made them up. And I think for me, it's just pretty much the gruesome and the gory that goes into all of it. Yet there's just a glimmer of hope and light of people still trying to go into this world called Bataille Fenoir to still fight their Becker norms and hope to come out of it. Even though they don't really want to, but they don't have a choice by default. And then you also have the past world, which is called Passively, where you have the younger version of themselves trying to help them fight their Becker norm to survive that. But you also have where the Becker norms are being made, and that's a world that no one is ready for, and they can't even begin to imagine the horror of trying to go in there. Yeah, I don't want to give too many details, but I can answer some questions,
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Lady Mandalore, talk. You got questions?
What inspired you? Like, if you could pinpoint a moment or something that you saw or felt, what inspired you to start writing this book? Like, what is the main thing that you branched off from to create this world?
Okay, so the book came to me in a dream. So I had this dream where there was 3 ovals. There was one with my demon self. I didn't have a name at that time. I didn't know it was going to be called a Becker norm. And she was just so beautiful. I mean, I wish I looked like her even now, She was just this warrior badass, and she was glowing, and she had like this nice hairstyle. And then there is me, weak, flimsy, trying to fight her in one oval. And then in the other oval was like my younger self trying to tell me, you can't beat her like this, right? Like she's going to whoop your ass if you keep going about it this way. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, this is actually a nice idea, but obviously it's not enough to make it into a book. So now that I have the idea, I have to branch off and create a world around it. So obviously in the book, it's not just 3 ovals. It's more like it's 3 worlds now. And the world's called, the Waking world, Bataille, Fenouil, and Passé-Blier. And then in the middle of all of that, you have the land of neutralism. So that's how it came to be. And obviously, there is a whole lot of like chalk and blackboard that goes on trying to create the maps and, keeping track of everything that's going on. But I think the beauty of all of it is when you really put in the work, you can really take something so much simple and create something amazing out of it. And I think for me, that's just fun because it shows me that if given the opportunity, I can potentially be one of the best author in this world.
Well, you got a leg up on George R.R. Martin so far. At least you got a map.
Yeah, George, take notes, George. Yeah, you, George, take notes.
We'll get stabbed every time.
Not Red Wedding style. Go ahead, Davey.
First of all, it's so good to see you again, my friend. You are genuinely a light. When I had the chance to meet her at Atlantic Comic Con, let me tell you, she's a bigger nut than me. It was fantastic. She had me kind of stepping back going, whoa, un momento, por favor.
Oh, you're not supposed to let them know I'm putting my nice face on.
I'll bump that. We want you to be everything on the ship, doggone it. And we ain't gonna sit there and hide and stuff like that. But I know we've talked about the book and everything, but what I would love to ask about is you coming into the nerd sphere, the blurred sphere with this book. And especially coming to conventions, I wanted to ask how that experience has been for you overall, because when we chatted, I just felt the excitement off of you as you were talking to people coming by the table, asking about the book. And every time I passed by, I saw just the genuine love that you were getting and you were sending back. So how has that journey been for you, bringing your book into the nerds in the blurred sphere?
Well, first off, I really loved it. I felt welcome because it's not my typical world. This was my first Comic-Con, and I get to meet a lot of amazing people, including you. I mean, you were amazing. So when I saw you, my face just lit up.
She's doing it again. Oh my goodness.
I love it because I just think you guys are so welcoming. The community. I told you next time I'm attending one, I don't know what character I would go as, and it maybe as one of the one in the booth. I'm definitely gonna dress up because I just felt a little left out. You had like your staff and everything, your costume. It was amazing. You couldn't really tell because you're like, I'm sorry, I got all this stuff going on. But I definitely love it being part of it's different. The people, a lot of them purchased the book. I could see the excitement in their faces. And I could see how they were curious about the book, wanting to find out more about the book. And I think I give love wherever I go. I'm a person that gives positive energy, that loves love. So wherever I am, I'm going to spread it. But to have that be given back to me, it felt very special. And I was tired, but I was like, oh no, I don't want this to end. Yeah, it was because I was on the phone with my husband the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, you won't believe this today. You won't believe who I met. And I'm like, okay, like this guy had like this crazy like costume. So I would be updating him and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this again. Honestly, being in Blerd's Eyes right now, it's definitely, it's amazing. And I don't think I would have met any of you guys had I not attended the Comic-Con. And I do think, and you guys approaches me and, and here we are. I do think in certain places we're meant to be to meet amazing people. And I procrastinate a little here and there. I'm still trying to get this whole mom thing down. I really don't get it down, but you guys keep me, keep me down. So I like that. I appreciate that.
So you fell onto our radar because Deron Flood, who runs Atlantic Comic Con, one of the people who run Atlantic Comic Con, and our very own cousin, Nix of Do You Speak Geek, who called me during Atlantic Comic Con. He said, hey, bro. I said, what's wrong? He was like, I'm about to interview an Olympic gold medalist. I'm like, get out of here. Then the weekend passes, and then Navy says, I can reach out to Wadeline and she can come on the show. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right, let's do it. And so it just went from there. And it's amazing when you say we love when we hear these types of stories where people that look like us and it's their first convention and they have something to show for it, and they're there and they're just like, I didn't know. And you feel, one, at home, two, comfortable, and then you're like, you might be overwhelmed but not overwhelmed at the same time, because you're just like, this is a lot going on, but I don't want this to end. So and so we love when we hear these types of stories, because it always puts a very big smile on our faces when we hear others that look like us and they have those same experiences that we have and still do when we go to, you know, certain conventions, especially conventions that really center around things that we like, you know. So we're just like, oh, I can relax. I don't feel the tension. I don't feel apprehension, or I'm good. I'm protected. I can relax. You can kick your feet up and you say, you know what, you're tired, right? Let me get you something to eat, or let me get you some water or something. Like, when I say we do BlerdCon, we're a press team and everything else, and we go to BlerdCon almost every year. Navy works it every year. And when I say there's moments that you look back, like we just had it this past summer, and we were doing a live stream, and where people were seeing food trucks come through, and they're saying, yo, where did you get that food? And it was soul food. It was literally soul food.
That was the whole weekend.
That was the whole weekend. Everybody like, where did you get that? And like everybody was at. So the truck sold out of soul food pretty soon. It was like, it was a good feeling though. It was just like, that's us. You know, it's a picnic. You know, it's the barbecue. Yo, did you try it? Yeah, we did.
I can imagine Wadeline bringing the family and coming to Blerd, and you thought the amount of love that you received at Atlantic Comic-Con was incredible. You are technically a real life superhero, because you have competed, you have won the gold medal, you are in the sphere, you've created a fantasy book which has a lot of depth, a lot of substance to it. It has a fantastic story. You will connect so well with everybody there. We don't even have to tell you. As soon as word gets out that you're there, I guarantee you people will be coming asking questions, checking out the book and the vibe. I mean, I don't even have to. You don't take my word for it. You got 2 people above me, plus a crew.
You walk. I promise you, you walk in there, and whatever stigma, whatever nonsense, whatever stress you got going on, as soon as you walk through that door and you see that banner and everybody just walking around, it's a different world. The feel, like Navy said, the feeling that you got at AtlanticCon, multiply that by 1,000. Honestly, it's a wonderful place. Not to try to get you to go or anything.
I mean, you show up, we want. It's not like we want.
You don't really gotta invite me. You just gotta tell me where it is, and I may sure. I don't wanna show my cards. I don't wanna pretend like I really, really want to be there, because I don't. But I may show up.
No, not at all. A true pirate, y'all. A true pirate. There we go.
I love this already.
No, but I would definitely love to be there. I would love to experience it. I love trying new things, and I love experiencing new things. So I'm just putting it out there. My cards on the table.
I'm just saying, as Lady Mandler said it, all your stress and worries go out the window. The only thing you worry about is your wallet or your purse or your pocket. But you look back, you're just like, it's fleeting. You're just like, but it was worth it. You know,
just hand your wallet at the door and that's it.
Just say open tab. Just open tab. And, you know, when I leave, just close the tab when I leave.
I'm staff. I'm staff, and I concern myself with my wallet. Trust me, and I know just about everybody who's there. It's like, But you know what's interesting, Wadeline, like I said, you actually are a spokesperson, because there are folks like yourself who've never been to conventions like this, and more so have never experienced the energy and the love and the vibe that comes from them, because a lot of people don't know what conventions are all about, and they listen to the negativity or the bad reports from those who have gone, who are just flat out just negative. but you've experienced it. You've been inside. So by rights, you could be a fantastic spokesperson for conventions in general. So
I think I would be great. They may say, "Oh, you overhype it," because I do think I'm very convincing. But I think the most amazing thing about it was, I mean, I didn't know it was I mean, not only was it my first convention, but it was like my very first Black convention, or the very first Black convention of its kind, you know? So to me, I do definitely, I just love when like Black people move into this world and field where people don't typically think we should be. Because I do think everything that we do should be put on display without shame, without having to feel scared or anything like that. And just like honestly, it was amazing. But I will say this: I can even let one of y'all like pick the character I wear to my next convention.
It's funny.
I will say this.
It's fun. One of our esteemed people in the audience, Mal, stated he's like, she's a real life Dora Milaje. She is one of us,
right, right.
I just didn't think I knew about it. Now that I know, and I may have my son with me, and he's gonna be like the little of whatever that. Honestly, you're not just gonna have me, and he looks like me. Ooh. Two of me, that's a deal for one.
Our shipwright Spartan has his very own Dora Milaje in the building.
So, she's here.
She's taking over
cranky.
She's like,
she wants to look at everything and everywhere all at once.
My bad.
Spartan, you got a question?
Whatever.
Zuri with the bubbles.
That's Second Lieutenant Zuri.
That is, she is Second Lieutenant. She is Second Lieutenant Zuri.
No, I was trying to think of a question because being an Olympian and an accomplished author, wanting to come to your first blerd convention, if I'm understanding, if I caught the tail end of that. I guess wow. What is that last? There's got to be something in the back. There's got to be something you're itching to do, or something that you're wanting to accomplish or take on. Would you be so kind to tell us, or would you rather keep that close to the chest?
I'll tell y'all. I wasn't gonna say anything, but if you ask, I have a no lying rule. So now that you ask, I guess I gotta say something. No, but for sure, I'm a person of many skills, and I have this brain that God gave me, and as a Black woman, I do think I need to use it. So right now, actually, I founded a company back in 2021. It's an app, and it's a delivery app. It's called Book, BOUK. And pretty much means community, city, pretty much just everything in your community. And what it does is you pretty much do delivery. So you pick up things from other individuals and deliver to other individuals. So like it's bridging this gap that we currently don't have. Because right now everything can be delivered to stores, to you, but you really don't have it the other way around. Or if you have to ship a chair, like if I want to give you a chair, but I don't have a truck, you have to be like, hey, like when are you available kind of thing. So right now it's to bridge this gap where anything that can be picked up and put in a truck or a car or a scooter can be delivered to your friends, loved ones throughout the city kind of thing. Pretty much you service in your city. And we're actually currently hiring drivers right now. And we hope that once we have a number of drivers, we'll start advertising for the users app. So that's what we're working on. So I know I'm doing a lot of things, but I promise you, I'm just barely exhausted. Not like I get,
I wonder why.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm also back to training. Hopefully by next year, I get to go to World and bring back some more medals.
Nice. See, I expect you saying you barely exhausted from an Olympian. I'm like, I need to do it. if you say you're barely exhausted, I'm not doing enough in life. And I have
You're doing great. I'm doing it for the both of us. I'm a workaholic, and I feel like if I have all this life that I want to live and all those things that I want to do, I gotta at least try to live as many lives as I can,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'll also be,
Yeah, that idea is great. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that don't have a moving truck or don't have the right logistics to get stuff moved. That's a brilliant idea. So yeah, definitely on that.
Thank you.
Count your days, Amazon. Count your days.
Please count your days, because
Right.
y'all are trash. Y'all are hot garbage. Okay?
Oh my
I said it. I still like going to stores and picking up what I want instead of waiting for Kukla, Fran, and Ollie to deliver it to my house, and you got an attitude.
Right?
For
I
real.
gotta be like, yo, what day you available? Especially when you have y'all trying to buy something on Facebook Market, and they're like, oh, if you got a truck, come pick it up. You're like, well, dang, I don't got a truck now, I can't get it.
Right.
And they're like, well, it's sold now. Somebody else came to get it. First come, first serve.
That's old school. That's old school method. You should have put that in the post when you first got it. Like first come, first serve. Don't make it so
right. I done negotiate. Like, can you take 75? No. Well, how about 80? Now you're gonna tell me somebody else picked it up. So not fair.
No.
So definitely, and a lot of small businesses too, I believe, could benefit from it, because so they wouldn't have to. Yeah, so they could sell a lot more throughout the city. The things that I do, I don't do it for selfish reasons. I definitely want to help others in different ways. And if I end up making money, in the parrot shape, I see the gold, I'll take it. But if that's yeah.
I mean, if you got it, you should be rewarded for your great ideas. I believe.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's lobbying for a spot on the ship, and I am very inclined to give her one. I mean, it's like adding extra. I don't know why Luffy keeps adding spots. How big is the ship? I don't know. We got a spaceship. I never questioned the size of this thing.
Give it my quarters. I'll sleep in the chapel.
It's like a TARDIS. It's like a TARDIS.
I'll sleep in the chapel. I'll just lay a blanket on the altar. I'll be good. I'll be fine.
It's like camping. You don't need that much space. It's just bunk.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm not giving up my 1800 thread count sheets, Captain. I'm not doing that.
1800. Damn.
She's sticking with those. She's sticking with that Egyptian cotton.
That's because Candy gave them to her, and that was the stipulations. Yeah. So
1800. I wouldn't give this up either.
You see that? You see that?
You see, you fall asleep just looking at them. It's like, oh, the 1800.
It's more like Candy B just said, no, Chris, and it's fine. I'm not selling them. She can have them. I can't use them.
She's moving on bigger and better things anyway. She's good. She's got 3,000 thread count.
Facts. I'm still trying to get up to 400 thread count.
If I got 3,000, I will never go anywhere. Like, oh, come to the comic. I'm sorry. I can't.
3,000 count singing song of his people. Like, no, I don't feel like getting up.
No, she'll bring him to the hotel room and change the bed herself. That way she knows what she's laying down on.
Oh, for sure. I'm not going anywhere. You sure like this is a nice dress? Nah, it's not nice. I didn't mind 4,000 pounds.
We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we got a couple of news bites and a little bit of other things to talk about. Because we're gonna be talking about some good stuff off of the Penguin. Wadeline, can you join us?
I said I wasn't gonna stay all the way, but I'm enjoying this so much. I think
and there it is. We work.
I mean, that's
so
wonderful.
well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you for staying. Yay.
So we're gonna be right back. We got a little bit of news. We got our main topic, and stay tuned to that. Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blerd mystery box company. Do you like your pancakes patted, your biscuits buttered, your cakes fluffy? Then you should get Mother Butters. I put that on everything. Pasta, veggies, rice, and everything nice. Mother Butters will get you right. Oh yeah, GMO free, and for those who are vegan, Mother Butters has a non-dairy option. That's right, there's enough Mother Butters for everyone to enjoy. Get Mother Butters from your local grocery store. Hey man! What you doing in my kitchen?
I'm Tony Weaver Jr., author of Weirdo and player of Magic the Gathering, and you are watching Bird's Eye View.
Ready to produce your own cartoon or anime? What about publishing a comic or graphic novel? Would you be interested in having your own video game? How about all three? Yeah, that's right, all three. Welcome to the Indie Creative Masterclass. Learn the unique make-away method. It shows creative people like you how to get more done faster and for less money. No crowdfunding needed, because we're going to save you thousands of dollars. We'll show you how to get your books printed for less than $1. We'll connect you with people who create dope art animation for ridiculously cheap prices, and others that will get your video games done in a few weeks, not months, weeks. All this without AI. Learn from the master himself, the sensei of getting it done, Hotep. You'll know him. He's the guy that made indie history by launching his brand with multiple graphic novels, an anime series, and video games all on the same day. And he's showing everything. Who he uses, what programs he uses, how much he pays, everything. He'll even show you how to get your books in stores. This is specifically for indie creatives and people who don't have big budgets. If you're tired of trying to find a way, we'll show you how to make a way. The Indie Creative Masterclass. Let's get it done now.
All right. So for those who enjoy our new intro, which was done by our very own Crazy 8 the Great, shout out to the brother, and shout out to the future Mia the Great that's coming along probably this week. He's dropped a new track, and I told him I would keep my word.
Let's go.
It's what I do. He just dropped Light Yagami Rap. You can catch it on YouTube. You can go through Crazy 8 the Great on IG. But here it is right now.
Get your twerking shoes on, ladies.
Well, take your shoes off. That way you ain't tripping.
I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. It didn't take me long. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
Hello and welcome, good morning. I got a message, it comes with a warning. All of you bug me, you best have been swarming. I'll orchestrate all of your deaths while I'm yawning. Especially if you can't rap it, you flaunting. Cause destiny hit me, I answered the call. I stay with this noble like I was in school. If I follow these rules, then you definitely falling. Yeah, I'm feeling like Yagami. Y'all gonna be begging and pleading. I'm sending you demons to hell. You ain't no challenge, you hardly can try to outsmart me, and I'm never taking it L. If I put your name in this ledger, you'll die in your sleep or end up in a stretcher. The more that I see about these excellent measures, the more that I'm feeling like Jessica Fletcher, cause it's
I am a god, you could put that in quotes. Chucking my shoulder cause I've been the GOAT. Nevertheless, cause I do the most. They know my name in these streets. Been to the pad, I've been putting in work on the back end. Ain't no relaxing, I ain't got time for the games, but I roll you laying in the casket. I see the light, I see the light. your life, don't play with your life. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. The way that I write, take out your lights, and you say goodnight.
I know you heard this before, but please do not think cause I'm nerd to the core and not using my powers for evil, that I will not leave you in puddles of blood on the floor. All my intentions are purely divine. Kira, Akami, they call me a god. Are you shitting? The things that I've written will fold you like some origami. You call me a fraud? Nah, you would never better. It's fair for me to belittle you in every single letter and every syllable, killing you. A whole lot of blood and some ink, I think I'ma spill a few. Some time to be a hero, you gotta see what a villain do. So if I see you, I don't need Ryu. Hands is all you get, like you fighting Ryu. You try to appeal, it's bad if your name's on this pad. I would not wanna be you, cause it's
murder she wrote, I am a god, you could put that in quotes. Chip on my shoulder cause I've been the GOAT. Nevertheless, cause I do the most. They know my name in these streets. Pin to the pad, I've been putting in work on the back end. Ain't no relaxing, I ain't got time for the games. What I write to you laying in the casket. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. Don't play with your life, don't play with your life, don't play with your life. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. The way that I write, let's take out your lights, and you say goodnight.
Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. I want the world to know of my existence. Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world? If I don't do it, then who will? That's just it, there's no one. But I can do it. In fact, I'm the only one who can. Using the Death Note, I will become the god of this new world.
Let's go.
Never disappoint.
Let's go.
He never
Hard.
disappoints.
Tank face activated. I was just.
That man hit 60-foot three-pointers blindfolded.
And now you see why I said we need a new intro, and I know just who to go to.
Quite. Eight don't miss. I don't care who you are. That shit.
That's
shit
right.
hits.
Go check it out. Crazy 8 the Great on all platforms. Is link in the bio. You will check that out. Go show your support. He's got the merch store, all that great stuff. Go show your support. His anti-bullying campaign is bar none, and the music is top notch.
I promise. If you go back in his catalogs, if you liked that one, I dare you to find one you dislike at all.
Facts.
Yeah.
The Anthem, Ultra Instinct is still that top tier. His flow is just as fast.
And that was 4 or 5 years ago.
His flow is just as fast as Wadeline's pace. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say.
So shout out to
my
8 for that.
Like giving you trouble.
Don't worry.
I gave you a compliment and you missed it. Oh my god. Never mind. My words are wasted. It's fine.
As always, 8 always delivers. He always delivers. That Ultra Instinct, that was about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's the track I was introduced to, me and DC, and DC was like, yo, and I'm like, exactly. Exactly. It was like it gets you going. I'm just like, yo, I still bump that album. So shout out to Crazy 8 the Great. You can check him on all platforms. I'm prone to play that again later on this evening. Don't be surprised if I do. I'm prone to play that one more time. But whew, it's been a
You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Dynamic duo coming.
Hey, sorry.
It looks like it. It looks like it. It was announced earlier today that James Gunn is working on an animated version of the Dynamic Duo, and this will starring very own Jason Todd and Nightwing
And Dick Cakes Grayson.
Really? We had to throw in the cake.
I knew it was coming.
I was waiting for that too. Here come the cakes.
Cakes.
All I can say.
Go ahead. No, you got it. You got it.
No, I just have to do my traditional and Gun We Trust.
Oh yeah.
Here. Ooh. Yes.
Hasn't failed yet. Hasn't dropped the bar.
Right.
He hasn't failed yet. So
As long as he doesn't take the last red, white, and blue sprinkles, everything is fine.
Yeah. So he's
been fired when he does that.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. For him to do this, for him to add this onto the roster, because this was not on his initial roster at all.
I would have been talking about it.
Yeah. So for him to add this and what he has planned for people that's in the animated world and stretching over to live, I'm like, dude, you cooking again.
Ooh,
I'm kind of thinking he's listening to to everybody. He's listening to comic fans who want to see what else is going to be put out there and other ideas that were never ventured into before, but have been discussed over dinner tables and at convention floors. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what else comes out.
I think the last time we seen anything animated dealing with Nightwing and Jason Todd or even Damian and all in one film.
Is it Gotham by Gaslight?
No, it was it the Son of Batman? I think was it the Son of Batman when he was.
I don't know why I was thinking Killing Joke, but
because it was when Damian was introduced, and Damian went around.
Yes, it was.
Damian went around thinking he can beat everybody, and then he came up to Mr. Grayson, and he's just like, "Hold on, kid."
He laid his ass out.
Let me learn you something real quick.
Disrespectful ass whooping.
Right.
If oops was a moment.
He was like, this little son of a bitch was something, but I had to get him together. Had to get him together. I forgot. You was kid. Just want to remember who was here first.
Right.
Exactly. Respect your elders.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking very much forward to that. Who is familiar with James Samuel? Although you should be.
Who?
James Samuel. If you've seen the Book of Clarence, if you've seen Part of a Fall on Netflix, he is rumored to be the next director pick for Blade.
Are you serious?
Bro. Just give the man work. If he can work unobstructed, I can see it.
I'm telling you now, please don't screw this up, okay? You've got someone with a little bit of knowledge and wisdom how to do this. Don't fuck this up, okay? That's all I have to say about that.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a whole. I thought Marvel was about to go back to Wesley. Like, Wesley, we apologize. We apologize.
Always, brother. Yes, sir.
On side note, 8 always when he gets something new. I don't know if I'm the first to catch it.
You are.
But he knows I'm sharing it because
you're his favorite.
He dropped that. He dropped it. He dropped. You got me. Like you got me, rap. And I texted him and I said, "You do know this is going on Tuesday's next show, right?" He was just like, "Fair." Yeah, fair. So, but always appreciative. The brother that never lets me down. And congratulations on the future that is to come.
Right.
You better leave that woman alone.
Let her rest. Okay.
If you follow Candy B on her socials, you'll know that Miss Mia is running the show right now.
Candy B looks so amazing, though. You can tell
she be coming up with some food cravings. I'm just like looking at my wife like, I apologize because your food cravings compared to Candy B's, I apologize for every which way across town that I had to go to get your concoctions because I feel for 8.
I would like all the crab legs. I said all the crab legs, please.
All the crab legs.
I said all of them. Don't make me go back there and find anything missing because we're going to have a conversation. That's all.
What was Wadeline's?
She said,
"What was Wadeline's cravings?" I gotta find out.
I didn't have any. I just wanted like a cocktail, and that's the one thing I couldn't have. So, yeah, no cravings, just a cocktail. And crazy enough, after I gave birth, I didn't have a cocktail until like 3 days ago. He's 5 months.
Oh, look at responsibilities. Responsibilities.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah, I was blessed. Though. I was blessed because I was eating everything.
Oh man, Jesus. Cat Yellow Ranger says, "Is Mahershala Ali still Blade, or is Wesley coming back?" He's still Blade, but there are rumblings. There are rumblings. I don't know what those rumblings are going to be looking like now. Chris Christopherson just recently passed away. Damn you, Reaper. But he was up in age as well, and he was also sick. I think he had dementia, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know what that looks like. The appearance of Deadpool and Wolverine helped. Let's put it like that. It helped. It helped a lot of people say, maybe we should give him like a Logan send-off. You think? So
it's always gonna be one Blade.
You could make him Whistler. I don't know. He's not going to take a Whistler part. He's not
going to take a Whistler
part. I will tell you this: because since they're doing Secret Wars, which means anybody once again can show up. This could be a merging of worlds, and he could still be Blade playing the Whistler part.
I was gonna say
like
Sam
playing that mentor role. Like,
I could see an Elseworlds type scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I could, or we could see them finally put together the Midnight Suns.
They won't do that.
I would love to see
that. It feels like they've been trying to set at least like a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Well, Multiverse of Madness would have been a perfect way to bring in the Midnight Suns. You could have bridged a lot of gaps
into it. There's untapped potential. When you really look back, and don't get me wrong, Mom is great. That's what I call it, because it was released Mother's Day weekend. And it is called Multiverse of Madness. Mom, acronyms. So and who was it about? Who was it? And who was it about? A mother. So I can see them. There was a lot of untapped potential. They could have done that. That's just one of the angles they could have went with, and probably been successful with it.
Well, they were already doing that.
No, Bama. No, Bama. Let Sticky Fingers rest wherever he is. May he be successful in every endeavor. Don't ever act again.
Bama, do you need a timeout, honey?
Just not that one.
Let that Blade the series on Spike go to whatever oblivion it landed in. Don't resurrect it.
Yeah. So but if you've seen, but like I said, if you've seen the Book of Clarence, which is actually really good, if you've seen the Harder They Fall, which is
phenomenal,
freaking amazing,
man.
Phenomenal.
But I need to know who is writing this.
That is the question.
Good question.
I don't
know what the problem is. It's not hard.
No.
The rumor is
it's a man killing it's a daywalker killing vampires. It's not hard.
The crazy part is they are still searching for writers, and they're actually searching for a group of writers because there's actually a listing for it. There's actually a listing for it on Marvel, so they are still trying to figure that out. Yeah, on the Marvel listing, there is a listing. They didn't say specifically, but there is looking for writers. So the rumor is that's the official listing for the Blade movie.
Is that where we are? Is that where we are? We're just posting it on.
Hey, it's either Marvel. Folks gotta eat.
That's cool, but there's channels there's better channels.
It's literally not hard to do.
You have
to make
M. Night Shyamalan writing it.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
I'm sorry, I mean the curse,
sir. Go to your room. Go to your room, sir. Right now.
Okay. So here's the thing.
1 out of 10 hit rating.
So here's the thing. They still have Mahershala Ali on board. They still have Mia Goth on board playing Lilith, which is the mother of all monsters, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. You have it. You don't have to foobar the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You could just stick to the source writing. Stick to the source and write a story.
But we've seen Fubar be a part of their blood type, and it's scary to see what's going to happen next. Rumor on top of rumor on top of rumor, but there's nothing definite yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have not moved back that, what is it, November 2025?
Mm-hmm.
That does not bring me comfort either.
Mm-hmm.
That does not bring me comfort either.
I know there's
you gotta pick locations, shoot the movie. Hopefully everybody does all of their lines and nothing gets flubbed or whatever inside of a year.
Yeah. And wasn't Aaron Pierre part of this cast as well?
Mm-hmm.
Was
Aaron Pierre, who we just seen in Rebel Ridge, was a part of this cast. Delroy Lindo was a part of this
damn,
cast.
that was a fuck up. God damn.
All because they just kept dropping the ball. It was like, it's taking too long. I'm losing work. I need to do this, and this. Meanwhile, Michael B. and Ryan Coogler, like, we announced it 2 years ago. We just dropped the trailer last week.
Ourselves.
Goodness.
See how
Ryan Coogler
that
said
movie.
this
I'm already ready to go see it. Let's go. Okay.
So it's
Tommy gun.
I mean, we could take a
my
group trip to go see it at BlurCon.
thanks to my second in command. I guess the Michael B train that came through because they showed up and showed out. I'm like, okay, I wasn't mad at it.
Here come the train, choo choo, nigga. Here come the train.
I think that that literally was our most viewed thing last month. So
yeah,
and they watched the entire thing.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, goosebumps.
Breathe, Kira.
For who? Not
Breathe, Kira. Just
No. Let me have this. I don't get much. Let me have this.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Can I say something real quick? Can we give a mad shout out to RDC World? I watched their short film 4 times. And let me tell you, them boys cooked. They served. They made 5-star. I really enjoyed that. If y'all have not checked out their short form,
imagine this.
Imagine
that. I know. I checked it out. I know Tafari checked it out. I'm Lady Mandalorian. I think you.
Yeah, no. I'm in it. I was in it. That's I got that notification immediately.
But yeah, it was. We've said it. We did our reaction for it. We said it, and we like, yeah, we need. This is the type of content we're looking for, especially at Blerd Station. Go sign in the Blerd Station right now.
Hi, Ippy. Hi, Ippy.
So, but when you see content like this, when you see content like Vigilante by Wes Armstrong,
if we had money, can you imagine what we would take you with us? Just let
what I am seeing is a lot more horror films that have our faces, and I'm like, come,
and it's visceral horror. It's not shocking. It's not shocking horror. It's not gore. It's visceral. If Mayhem was here, he would love the fact of the use of sounds and audio and visuals. He would sit there and be saying this. What do you say? I hate that take away from the Chaos Demon. It starts tonight. It starts tonight.
That is his thing. That's his thing. That is his thing.
Excuse me.
So it's definitely a needed, necessary part that we actually get to see what it looks like finally, and if you thought Black Panther was something, which it is still something,
legendary.
Wait till you start seeing more. When you thought Lovecraft Country was something, and trust me, it was something, and it still is something. We still need some more
history lessons by HBO.
Black characters in cinema now are hitting points in movies that are integral, that will touch a life. And I would tell you the best example of that is Endgame. When you hear those words on your left, you get a shiver up your spine because you know what's about to happen. And
I had a shiver up my spine and a teardrop from my left eye. And
Shout out to John Williams for just giving us that cool French horn intro into that one and into the full crescendo.
Yo,
it's a moment. It's a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what James Gunn did with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Jimmy G.
Bravo.
That third act, and then and for those who ain't seen it, spoilers. But that third act, and then the team of initially just breaking up.
Also, random fact: James Gunn actually saved a lot of music groups in 3 movies alone than what the recording industry has done in the last 5 decades.
3 movies and a television show.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of old rock groups got
a lot of royalties.
As long as
we were getting ready to hang it up, and then this started playing. I'm like, see,
as long as it ain't Tubi, I'm fine with it.
Hey.
Don't laugh at me, Wadeline. I said what I said.
Not Tubi does need to die, but anyway, I'm sorry.
You watch it for the plot on Tubi, not for the acting.
That plot has the same budget as Tyler Perry's wig budget.
Stop! What, bruh?
Bruh.
People ain't waiting for the cosign. People ain't waiting for the cosign of the big check anymore. They're just gonna get it done by necessary.
Yeah.
Who died? Oh.
The views of the shipwright Black Spartan does not reflect the views of the entire ship.
As Black Spartan would say.
In part. Thank you.
Well, if I come up missing, y'all know the person was.
Ooh.
I seriously doubt. Look, this goes back to our group chat where Spartan was saying he was at the gym and I guess some guy showed up. And as he was like, I didn't know these guys, and he did a stretch when he left and they departed. Okay. And as Mayhem said, you, sir, are large.
Okay. It was the fact that my gym called and asked me, was I okay? Because somebody was seeing it on camera and was having questions.
He was like, he's like, I don't want to come up missing. And I'm like, he said, they're not looking for large people. I said, says the person who is large.
Also, where are they going to put you? There is nothing large enough to contain, sir. Who is putting you where? I'm just saying.
Sherman tanks have been retired, sir. We've got.
I can't laugh now.
I'm sorry. There's no place. There's no overhead bin or what is it?
I'm trying my hardest not to laugh. I am trying my hardest not to laugh right now because she is literally asleep on my chest.
I'm so sorry. Oops.
It's literally one of those things where they try to use chloroform on Spartan. He's just like, you do realize that's not enough, right?
Smells
this man would travel by at okay, if there was one actually built. I'm telling you, sir.
Put him in the trunk. Would you like me to just bend my knees?
Yeah, and I'm the small one in the family. That's the thing about it.
What the hell?
One.
What the apple pan dowdy, sir? Sir, don't tell me they call you tiny because I will lose my shit. Okay.
Probably. No, tiny not
Lister.
tiny.
Tiny Lister. The second. That's all you're getting.
The second.
Twice removed.
We know from the 70s and 80s, anybody that's named Tiny is not Tiny.
So much for trying to be a surprise. I'm sorry.
They were like, they call him small.
Sir.
Look, I had that one moment where dude said, I've seen this man live. You might want to step to the side. That's all I heard one dude tell the man. Look, I seen that man lift in the gym. You might want to let him by.
I'm not ready for that. No, thank you.
Oh my goodness. So, episode 2 of The Penguin.
Yes.
I like this.
I still don't understand.
I've not seen that.
Don't feel bad. Neither have I. My wallet cannot handle these subscriptions.
We're not really spoiling anything. We're just talking of the because it's only episode 2.
Yeah.
But already, just if you've seen Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, The Sopranos, The Wire, anything like this, it's for them to take a character out of the DC universe and make a show about the underbelly of Gotham. I'm like, I don't know why they haven't done this in this form before.
Because
Gotham tried it.
You had to
They've
find
done
somebody
it
to
multiple
actually
times.
do
It's
it.
just nobody cared. Like, why did
Gotham
Alfred
tried
need
to be
so-called?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Tafar. Go ahead, Tafar.
I'll say they've done this multiple times. It's just nobody cared. Like, why did Alfred need his own show?
Yeah, Pennyworth.
Which turned out to be not bad, but nobody was really watching it like that. Even though it was
for Batman stuff, then yeah, it's not bad, but it's not
That's the
entertaining.
problem.
I don't care.
They tried to make Gotham Batman. You try to take Gotham, you try to make it Batman. Now you have the Penguin, and you have mentioned Batman. You've actually mentioned 3 other characters that are in the Batman universe that Slick got under the radar in episode 2, but I'm not going to say it here. But you introduced a world where you pretty much said, we're sticking with the criminal underworld. Yes, we know that the outside world around Gotham is still going on, but you're sticking with the criminal underworld. And yes, they were like, oh, it's Gotham Sopranos. Yes, but Sopranos is probably one of the most well-written shows out there, if not all time. So, again, with the Penguin, it's like the Penguin is basically Oz's come up. Nope, he's not calling himself Cobblepot. Nope, there's not Penguin-esque qualities. Nope, you don't have the traditional umbrella. There's still a little bit of purple because let's be honest, that's the Maserati. There's going to be purple somewhere. But
it's really his rise. It's about his rise.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you've seen the Batman, then you know there's a power vacuum, and it's Oswald's job to be the conniving person that he is.
Little snot.
But shout out to Matt Reeves for digging into the crime families. Like the fact that he's digging more into the Batman lore is impressive to me, because there is so much story there that you can tell without having to go to I'm not going to say the usual pay dirt, but you can talk about the Maronis, you can talk about the Falcons, you can even talk about well, I can't say that here because that was also mentioned in episode 2. Other families out there. But the thing I'm getting at is there's plenty of story that you can tell and still make it interesting. Because at the time, let's be honest, you're kind of rooting for the man.
Considering the positions he keeps putting himself in.
Yeah.
He been getting away with some dumb shit, though. He been getting away with the dumbest of dumb things.
Because he's underestimated.
He can. I will say this: he can think on his feet.
Yeah,
he's quick on his feet when it comes to talking his way out of something.
Man,
he quick.
Man, is he good.
Man tapped. He tapped. He got happy feet.
You talk your way out.
In 2 episodes. Yeah, in two episodes, he has talked his way out of death about 4 or 5 times.
You sitting there naked as all get out, getting pistol whipped, and yet you are still walking out of there. How?
Was that barbed wire they were hitting him with? The piano wire.
Piano wire. Yeah.
Like what the actual hell? Okay. Yeah, I damn it, I gotta get another subscription. I hate y'all so much.
Yeah, piano wire went straight up to help Empire.
It's really good. It's really good. I was impressed from the first episode. I was impressed by First off, I was impressed off the makeup alone. Man. You don't see Colin Farrell.
Malika.
You don't.
Yes, Malika. That was my joke.
You don't see it.
That was my joke. He's got 1 foot. Half feet. 1 out of 2.
You think on 2.
So it's the makeup alone. Yeah. Hey, you're right. He disappeared. Like he is. You don't see. Colin Farrell's a great actor. The makeup alone is practical makeup, and I'm just like, damn, y'all are good. Where's their award now? Like, it's there waiting. Oswald Cobb. Yeah,
it's like the makeup and the pyro guy said, look, y'all got limited budgets. Do with what you will.
Why are they not saying everybody's name. They have the rights, right? It's not. I'm not.
I think they,
Yeah,
if,
what
even,
name
if,
was
even
said?
they, I think even if they have the rights, I don't think they want to just kind of lean. It's the same thing as like saying, yes, this is in the Batman universe, right?
Huh.
And we're going to mention him because this is on the end. This is literally picking up where that movie left off.
Oh,
So,
okay. I'm sorry. No, I know what you meant now. I was trying to say who was mentioned.
So to kind of lean on every other character already getting away from, we're not going to talk about Batman every episode. You might hear it on like a news report or something because of what happened, you know, but other than that, there's no need to just, we're going to keep leaning on. We're going to keep leaning on. We're going to keep. They have managed to center this, and let's talk about Oswald in the Maronis and the who's the other crime family?
Falcones.
Falcones, yes.
Oh.
So they can just and then it branches off like because it is. If you've read a lot of Batman comics or Batman centered comics, that the crime in Gotham is insane. It's they're like, why is he fighting this one man war on crime? Because it's all over the city. It's embedded.
But the crazy part is they insulated themselves from Batman at one point to where they could literally handle business as long as it was almost like it's almost like a certain level. Like as long as you didn't cross this level and get somebody that can get, you know whose attention, operate as normal. But it was kind of that feeling. It's kind of had that feeling to it.
Yep. Ape made a very valid point, how immigrants will shorten their name to avoid prejudice. But when you find out what their origin story is, you find out there's more to their last name because it hides their ethnic background. It's like, oh,
that makes sense.
I'm thinking like gypsy type of situation for the mother. It's given.
I was thinking that
mother or Russian mafia, just because of the look.
No, just like, I mean that too. I guess. I mean,
because he's not necessarily. He's not hurting for money.
No,
he's obviously not hurting for cash. You haven't seen him in a situation, and it's not just where he's doing. He's just not hurting for cash.
I mean, the man's bedroom is a bank vault.
Yeah, but that's just one. But he's still not living the high life, whatever you want to call it. He's still in the midst of Gotham. In that it's still a sad ass little apartment. I don't care who you are. It's still a little sad. I feel like everything that he has of value is obviously behind that door, and that's not a lot. That's not a lot. He's not hiding money anywhere where he doesn't have to steal from a dead man's safe. And
I mean, even when he busted open Falcone's safe and all that was in there was that folder. I was expect in a couple jewels, it wasn't a lot. Which is actually, if you think about it, why would he keep it there? Why would he would, nobody knows about, Oswald's mother, except for a small group of a small circle, so nobody else knows. It was like, so yeah, he probably would. Like, I learned from watching this guy. I learned from being under this dude. I learned from this. I learned from it. So yeah, if I got a big move somewhere, I'm keeping it hidden.
Yeah. Lady Mandalore almost lost her shit just now.
No, I just remembered that he lied for. How does nobody know that his mother's alive? And then patted on the whole. Oh, she's dead. Little tidbit for this one. How does nobody know who she is, where she is, when she is?
That might be his greatest secret. His greatest secret actually might be his mother.
Oh, easy.
Heat, don't get attacked. Nothing you can't walk out on if the cops is coming, but if they don't know it's there.
I love the fact of the Heat reference.
Hi, Nicole. Hi.
He has a whole fake car, beater car. He goes to go over to that little area of suburbia.
I want to watch Heat now.
So is the entire city, even the outskirts, just drenched now, or is it just raining on set all the time?
The poorer parts of the city is what's been affected. It's the Narrows and what they call Crown Point.
Yeah,
those are considered the poor part. If you any version of comic or Batman comics, the poorer parts of the neighborhood are where all the crime is, and it just so happens
Newer.
Yeah.
How much of that set was improvised, and how much was it just like, yep, this is gross enough, set up the cameras?
You never know. They can
like
reuse. They reuse
all
it.
of Erickson Besley.
I mean, if you think about it, that Batman set was kind of expansive. They could be rehashing some old. They could be rehashing some areas.
Not that restaurant. I've been in that restaurant. That's that steak. That food is good. That food is good. I'm gonna tell you right now. Where they're having the martini and whatever meal they having, they be throwing down in that goddamn kitchen. I'm telling you right now. If you ever get a chance to go,
I say I'm just jealous.
Oh man, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about there's 10 comics, and we're gonna talk to the crew and find out what storyline or character from either of the big houses that we know could fare well to do in this kind of world, to be told in this type of storyline. So we'll be right back.
This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store. We are back. Let's see. And there are some storylines that we've seen or that we've read about through comics that could very well be adapted in the same form as the Penguin. You know, there's some dark ones. Criminal comes to mind.
Yes, sir.
One comic. So it's one, but I have a couple listing. I have at least 10, and I may not list all 10. But we'll start with. Go back. I'll say Criminal's one, and I will say that The Long Halloween is a great storyline that could be adapted into that type of thing. Even the animated version that we've seen, which is a part 1, part 2, it fell in that it told a Batman story different from any other Batman story. It was more ingrained into the detective part of it.
Makes sense.
So while I'll pull up some other ones, Navy, I'll let you go ahead.
Ooh, that's actually a really good question.
Like it can be a book or a character or a storyline. Book, character, or storyline. It doesn't matter what house. It could be the two main houses or the independents.
I will say,
oh, he's gonna steal mine.
Ooh, trashy. Don't do that. Does it have to be connected to another universe, or can it stand on its own?
He can stand on his own.
Okay, I talked to the Lady Mandalore about this one. And
sounds like he's getting ready to steal yours.
no.
Okay.
And matter of fact, she got mad when I came up with this. Maniac in New York.
Ooh.
Maniac in New York would be a fantastic story. Think about it. You have a serial killer that's unstoppable, and no one can stop him, so they just let him exist. But it takes two people to find out the mystery of him to try to stop him. Meanwhile, you have a Giuliani in power who says, we're not going to try to stop him. Nah, we're just going to let him do whatever. And just we're going to work around him. Meanwhile, people are dying. So it turns into a race against time. I think it would be phenomenal.
I like it. I'm familiar with that story. Like that. Spartan.
You got me in the Long Halloween. Off the top of my head, because I was gonna say Long Halloween was perfect just because it's a story that could honestly be told in different areas and levels. But if I had to go differently,
he's gonna take my other one.
Stop! Oh my gosh! If he does, I'll be impressed.
Actually, I'm going to be really different. I'm going to go with Hellblazer's Drinks with Friends.
Ooh,
nice.
Ooh, sir.
It's nice.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, that
Very
would actually.
nice. I'm not going to.
Yeah, that would fit for this area. It would fit for that. It would fit for that setting. So yeah, I'm going to go with that.
I think, especially after we seen what John Constantine brought to the live action.
Mm-hmm.
And how NBC squandered that character.
Beat me to it. You assholes had something good and y'all got scared.
And won't bring it back. Like, what more do you... What are we the times we're living in?
You left it on a cliffhanger that everybody was like, what's going to happen? And you let
squandered,
it
You squandered that character in that show. You brought him to the network that was showing all the DC stuff and still... squandered that character. we thought we were like, we're back. Damn.
No joy.
It's almost like Powerpuff Girls coming back to Cartoon Network. We're gonna see trash.
We're gonna give you 15-minute increments. Wait, why?
What did you? Why are you changing the thing we like? You had it. There's a reason why we wanted it to come back because it was the way it was.
It was literally you gave us. You took Constantine from us, put him on CW, and then we were stuck like.
This
it's
one
like
time with Ramon is perfect.
And you gave it a huge budget, but got mad, but freaked out. You could have you freaked out about the first season despite the budget, and you gave it a very nice budget at that. And you had Matt Ryan, which again, great casting,
perfect.
Nobody will honestly, and people will say what you will, but Matt Ryan nailed Constantine.
Oh yeah.
Every sense. He is the Hellblazer as far as I'm concerned. Nothing against Keanu.
Nothing against Keanu, but it was like Matt Ryan. It was you. I see that every now and then we get actors who take on these roles, like certain comic roles, and there is the buttons right there. You hit it. You hit it with Patrick Stewart. You hit it with Ryan Reynolds. You hit it with Hugh Jackman. You know, you hit these marks. And it's perfect. It's like it's dressing itself up. And like you get Matt Ryan who has it down, look, accent, mannerisms. And it was like it's there. It's there.
So close.
What's the problem?
Oh. Dang, I was gonna say I had an honorable mention, but that's kind of a gimme.
Ooh. Yeah.
Exactly.
Martha Washington Goes to War. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lady Mandalore, what was your pick?
I don't think I understood the question. So I have two choices.
Okay.
First one was Court of Owls. And then I realized maybe I should go a little bit deeper, but I can't think of anything because I don't have Obscurity 101 in my repertoire yet.
No, when you say deeper, I'm like Quarter Owls is deep.
Is it?
Yes.
Quarter Owls
very
is
deep.
deep. It's
Very,
like
very
when you realize that's when you realize when you read the Quarter Owls, that's when you realize, Jesus Christ, this man is never going to beat this crime in Gotham. It's when I said it's deep rooted, it's deep rooted. His own family was
infernal
involved.
layers of deep. Yeah,
I mean,
Dante's
It's like
infernal
it doesn't
layers.
matter what he does,
Yeah.
who
It's
he
rather
has
the
with
Black
him.
Parade.
It's there. It's there. He'll stop one tide, and here comes another. It's nothing he can do but just to keep the fight.
Yeah.
Hi, Hurricane. Here's Tsunami. What the fuck?
Trust me, that is digging into the lore as it gets for Quarter Owls. So that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was one panel where they literally was like, "Oh yeah, and this is this family." They all had the mask on. Oh, this is this family. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he doesn't have a chance in hell.
Right.
He does. It doesn't matter what tech you get, what Justice League member you use. It don't matter.
that first round with Owlman was cocky as hell that first round.
It's like nothing you could do. Nothing.
Ding ding, nigga.
Ding ding. Matt Reeves' Batman is just Telltale minus the Court of Owls, because that boiled down from the rich elites down to the crime families.
It was year 0. It was year 0 or year 1.
Year
one.
It was year 1. In the movie's case, it was year 2, but yeah, it was basically year 1.
Yeah. My other choice was going to be The Boys,
and it would work.
It would definitely work
without Homelander though, because if you get Homelander, it goes sideways. But The Boys,
because if you go past the shock factor of it, and you start dealing with the whole behind the scenes with Vought and all that stuff they got their hand, you're just like, oh man.
It fits.
I mean, basically, it's basically one grade below Watchmen, but still.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, no, they already blended Batman with the Watchmen, haven't they?
They did, but not to no great success.
They fumbled that ball and deflated it and kicked it out of the damn stadium.
Yeah. And that was all due to the timing of the release. Good Lord. I lost interest.
Let's just say the person who written it should have never done it.
Exactly.
Just like they did with Convergence. Convergence was a good story. It was really bad timing. It was really bad timing.
I wouldn't mind seeing more on Catwoman.
Yeah, baby. Sorry, that's my girl.
Like her background, like her actual familiar background.
Yeah.
Selena Kyle's background would be fire.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on with Selena Kyle. You think she's no, sweetheart. She's not just a thief. There is so much more involved with her family background.
Layers.
So I would love to see Philadelphia.
That's another one.
Yes.
Philadelphia, yeah. I like Philadelphia.
Actually, Navy, because thank you for turning me on to it to read it. Black Cotton.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let you have it. I wasn't gonna say it.
I was like, I don't know for shit. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Black Cotton. Yeah. And I'm in.
You read and you understand why I love it as much as I do. Good grief.
Look into it.
Brian and Patrick put their foot in that. They did an amazing job with that.
Why you make me mad at black people? Why you make me mad at black people? I'm not supposed to be. Why you make me mad?
And yet, when you throw a little Tyler Perry in there too.
Oh yeah.
Nigga. Oh my God.
Transmetropolitan.
Oh,
I can see that.
Metropolitan is another good one.
Who's that?
That was like late, like the 90s.
Yeah, no, 90s. It was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Well, I was definitely not the mix then.
Yeah, when he mentions Transmetropolitan, it Planetary.
Yes, thank you. Someone else said it. Thank you.
Planetary. I am so mad. Planetary has, and I've mentioned this before, Planetary has elements of Warehouse 13, kaijus, kung fu horror, everything. Just a mix of things, and it works. It works because then it makes me think it's entertaining as League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is. It's not the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen that I want.
Right.
Ooh, Tribe.
Tribe was another one.
Yeah, Tribe was a damn good one.
Astro City.
On the stump would be freaking phenomenal.
You had another one, Kira?
Not yet. It's coming.
She had a look. She had a look.
There's some. I can't remember.
Pot is simmering on the stove.
Right.
Tafari, did you have one?
This is just stuff we want adapted, or what was the
that? Yeah, like if you could adapt any comic book or comic book story arc, or character into this type of style of storytelling. It doesn't have to be like Penguin, but something that goes into that realm. Let's talk like it can be done. Like we're seeing, it can be done if it's the right people. When you have the right material, which 9 times out of 10 you do, but you have to have that look.
Okay, so it was the one that kind of got me back into collecting books, Last Ronin, especially after Deadpool and Wolverine. We know how far y'all can push the envelope. Like whatever censors y'all were given for the game that's in development, take them off.
Yeah, because if you think about it, because even if you look at the original Ninja Turtle films 1 and 2 and look how they were shot, very dark, very gritty. Yeah. Why couldn't you? It would be a totally different vibe, but it could be done.
Yeah, and then in a world where the Oroku family actually wins technically and now has like the systemic hold over New York City.
They don't get those. They don't get those.
And then every backstory is just mutually assured destruction, just taking each other off the board.
Yep.
I'm interested if you tell me No Man's Land.
Yes. Absolutely No Man's Land.
The way that the Dark Knight Rises was like, it was right there. I'm like, this is No Man's Land. It was right there. I don't know what, and that's the weakest of the Nolan films to me, but it had the most potential
because it was so cheesy.
Because I'm like, this is No Man's Land. Do you understand? I'm like, I think Heath Ledger's death had a lot to deal with that and having to try to figure that out. And
but still, after how do you give us a movie like The Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises is like you, not to go on the shortest rant in ever, but The Dark Knight was a theatrical masterpiece. You literally gave us a Joker that's going to be hard to top in the cinematic side. And then you had Bane in Dark Knight Rises, which again, I would be completely okay with. You made him methodical. You made him conniving. Cool. But then you gave us an ending that made no sense. Yeah. You want Batman to go out and score? Cool. But
it made no sense. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, it was that bad.
I mean, Dark Knight was such a hype fest in middle school. We didn't know it was a trilogy. We thought it was just a solo film, and then we were shocked they made another one, and then we found out there was actually one before all the other two.
Yeah. Mal says the Immortal Iron Fist one. That is a good run. Immortal Iron Fist is a good run.
House of M?
Actually, no. Yes.
Not no yes.
Yeah, definitely yes.
House of M could work. No more Gotham. No more heroes.
Yeah,
Or
no more heroes and descents into chaos.
Or no more villains, and Batman has to figure out how to stop them.
Well, then you just have to
get the job done, but Batman's got to stop him from getting the job. Them getting the job done.
I mean, then you just got an extension of Long Halloween, but I see that.
Hush.
I was gonna say Hush.
Hush with
I'm
Thrive.
surprised nobody did say Hush. I was like, yo,
That was gonna be my second, concerning the fact of the orphanage, of the fact that how the Riddler exposed everything, how the fact that Hush's name was actually mentioned. That makes sense.
The way they were Demon in the Bottle story arc, the way they were so tapped in. What was it, Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
That I'm like, this is very Demon in the Bottle-esque, but they were scared to touch the alcoholism part of it.
Marvel was still fresh. Marvel was like, let's not mess with the church's money.
Yeah, we're trying to get the families in. We don't want to push them too far out, you know. Green Arrow actually has some pretty good arcs.
I didn't read Green
Oh yeah, I mean,
I still haven't.
If you really go deep enough, Green Arrow got some pretty good arcs. Like
between Nightfall and the other one, yeah,
the Longbow Hunters,
yeah,
they got some really good.
All in the Family, yeah, that's another one.
Oh yeah, Red Sun, yeah, Red Sun. I could see Red Sun happen. The fact they were pretty damn close to telling Red Sun in the Flash. I'm sorry, Batman and Friends.
A Russian background and that's what Gotham like Gary. Yeah, that would work. That would actually work.
To think that's the only reason why I will watch that movie is because of Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
Is that arc of that film is the only reason why it's worth watching is because of Michael Keaton.
I mean, Michael Keaton is still down to do Batman movies. James Gunn, just saying.
Yeah. That arc of Michael Keaton run as Batman on the Flash, and then the beginning, not the baby shower scene, but when he's running from the Starbucks-esque area and them taking off and then getting to Gotham, I'm like, this looks good. And then somewhere, and then over here, I'll take even the ending, not the court scene, not after the court scene at the ending, but the ending of him talking to the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, but the Michael Keaton is the crux. It's the only thing that helped. I'm like,
I got
I'm
one.
Here. I'm here for this.
I got one. I think Chris and Spartan would get a kick out of. Born Again, Daredevil.
Yes,
I know that. Why wouldn't I get a kick out of it, sir?
My bad. You get a kick out of it too. Matter of fact, you get a drop kick because you think I missed you, and I'm sorry.
I think there's a lot of Daredevil arcs that will be really well adapted.
I mean, it's all around work.
Origin of the Man Without Fear.
Origin of the Man Without Fear. Devil's Reign. Born Again.
Devil's Reign.
Gangland.
Gangland. Jeez.
Yeah.
Gangland would be now. They would eat it up. They would eat that up.
Devil's Own.
Devil's Own.
Shadow.
When he went Dark Daredevil.
Oh, when he went Dark Daredevil? Oh, shoot. Dang it. It'll come to me in a minute. Crap.
It's
Shadowland.
Shadowland.
Shadowland, yeah.
Shadowland, okay.
Because he was in a totally different. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Teen Titans Judas Contract.
The last work was good, minus the horny Terra. That was kind of weird. But
yeah.
I still say Deathstroke, the episode of Teen Titans where Deathstroke had Robin shook. That should be a freaking movie.
We know how he came back, but the fact that they kept it just ominous that somebody set off that bomb from the grave.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tara Strong's delivery of just the line slayed by itself.
Yeah.
Like, dude was torturing him from the grave the entire damn episode, and then gave Raven one right hook, and she was like, all right, this nigga's not lying anymore.
You want to talk about a mind F just the whole time? This man was dead?
And then stole his soul back from Satan to come back and do it all again.
Right.
Once more with feeling.
Slade's a bitch. That's what he is. Slade's a bitch. Boy, that dude.
You gotta have a special kind of hatred to escape hell just to re-torture somebody.
Wow.
Or to go there, coast, and watch from below.
Right.
Well, not even that. It was just like he got sent there, and then it's like, I'm sorry, you have to go pick up whose soul? I volunteer.
Right.
And it's like, by the way, your dad sent me. Did Robin come in the car with you? I just have some more words.
I honestly, I want to see, and shout out to Godhood Comics, I want to see the protagonists.
Yes.
I want to see how that plays out. Ooh. Don't worry, Mal. James Gunn is working on that one.
Right.
He says the authority. He's working on that one.
That's why I said Kingdom Come's not too far off. Gods and Monsters, Kingdom Come is not too far off.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking Kingdom Come earlier last week.
That's still a good, not only is it a good read, it's beautiful to look at.
Great art.
Alex Ross is amazing.
Alex Ross, he's a monster.
Oh, I fell in love with his art. Alex Ross's art is bar none, still now, even now, just from the realism alone. And I'm like, yeah, that would work. That would work. These characters would work.
The Ballad of Beta Ray Bill. Yeah. Beta Ray Bill's Bad Day. That could work.
We get an accurate, life-lasting version of the Tick. I mean, we've tried twice already and failed.
But both of them were good.
They're
entertaining. Especially the second version. The second version was massively entertaining.
I need the studios to back it this time.
I was still looking for Chairface Chippendale. I'm just saying.
The best like I say, can we just get past the fact, like shows, don't depend on those first year ratings. Give it at least 2 seasons. You gave Halo 2 seasons.
If we can get 4 seasons of Emily in fucking Paris, I deserve at least 2 seasons.
How do y'all put out movies that people told you do not go to theaters? Either make it a rental or go to streaming. Teenage Barry walked so teen/Wiccan could strut.
I mean, true.
Oh boy.
Titans also had another story I think would have served as a fitting end, which I think Young Justice kind of did with Tara's brother. And they both basically finding her and realizing she got a do-over on life and we should just leave her be.
What's it called? Shoot.
It's a direct tie-in to that show is what it was. And then Young Justice did their own version of it with them being Markovians.
Yeah.
And then finding out she basically got freed from prison on a technicality.
Yeah. Another reason why I was mad at Black Lightning on CW, you had a great freaking storyline, and that's what you do with it.
I love Black Lightning. I like that show. It's just everybody loved Jefferson Pierce except his own family and like every version of his existence.
Yeah, man,
even he's divorced to Green Lantern's sister.
That's why I always said the writing was there was never really black writers on that show because you could tell that family, no family had that much trauma for 3 seasons.
Every episode. But every episode.
Your wife was against you at the beginning of the episode, and somehow near the end, she's still against you.
And I love her as an actress, and I'm like, Lynn, would you make up your mind?
It's just like
1 minute you don't want him to, the next minute he's trying, and you just come on, man.
And then Wayne Brady. Who knew Wayne Brady as Gravedigger would actually be a highlight of the show?
Him and Bill Duke, thank God.
Yeah. I kept waiting for him to do his line. I'm sorry.
I was like,
once
he got the interrogation, I couldn't have been down there. I'm like, look, man, you want me to get this truth from all these people? I'm gonna need soundproof headphones because I don't need to be assassinated via chocolate pudding. Like, no thank you.
Right.
I was like, okay, he's like Luke Cage, loved by everybody in the community except the people in your household, your biggest ops, and that drove me crazy for 3 seasons. And there was no reason for any of them to be the way they were.
Everybody mad at everybody. I'm like,
your wife was just against you at all times. Your daughter is just like a serial cheater for some damn reason, and the other one is just annoying.
And it also, just doesn't make any sense.
I got power. I'm a teenage. I'm going through teenage angst, and I got power. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm like, stop, everybody, just sit down and shut up and just listen to what I'm telling you.
how they tried to do Painkiller. I'm like, this is not no. This
Also,
is not
just
work.
in casual black conversation, your daughter brings up her virginity as like a dinner table subject, and no one flips a chair. Like, why was that handled so casually for multiple episodes?
Right.
There was some balls dropped.
Like, nigga, get angry once, please.
And the one time he did get angry, what did the wife tell him to do? Hold off. He was about to take out Tobias Whale, and you're like, no, don't kill him.
This is what bothered me. His wife, his wife,
green light goblin. Ain't nobody listening to you.
His wife / separated wife, whatever she was trying to be. 1 minute you're chastising this man.
Mm-hmm.
Next minute you're taking the drug that you swore was destroying the community
and rationalizing it.
Oh, she
turned around and got hooked.
She made her own strain, remember?
Yeah, and got hooked. I'm like, Jefferson Pierce, I'm sorry, brother. You really did try to keep them together. You tried to talk sense to these folks. You trying to keep the school together. You doing everything you possibly can. You got Robert Townsend backing you up. It's like, come on, man.
But shout out to Cronon Jones though, because you gave us probably the best Tobias Whale we will ever see on screen on TV.
I'm like, dude,
in probably movies, but too
chocolate covered Incredibles, and I'm like, that is so disrespectful, but funny at the same time.
That was funny. That was still.
I will stand on this hill, but Gotham Central.
Yeah,
Gotham Central, and as a bonus, Craven's Last Hunt.
Is that what this movie and the last game was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Because even Spider-Man 2 basically made it seem like he was on a death mission the entire time.
Yeah. Maybe. Again, it doesn't give any hope to the actual movie coming out, but let's just say maybe.
They made Craven. I mean, having him go out via Venom was a smart move because they made him just so broken in the Insomniac verse. This man, like, I see why the cops didn't try to stop him. You cleared half the border with some pocket sand and a shank.
Jeez,
pocket sand.
Like,
man,
the same people that was literally 6v1 whooping Peter's at jumping him like it was a Crip initiation last game. They're all just gone. We just prison knifed everybody, and that's it.
Yeah.
Even Peter's immune system was like, well, we're out of here.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
And Marvel had one last couple years. I forget the name of it, where somebody ends up offing Strange midway through this portal being open, and because he can't close it, they basically lose electricity throughout the entire planet. So now everybody's got to fight with this downgraded version of their own equipment.
You're talking about in the comics?
Yes, it was a
like New York went dark,
not New York, the planet, the entire planet lost electricity. So they were fighting some kind of, not a celestial, but some kind of otherworldly being, and Strange opens a portal that basically EMPs the planet, but then dies in the process of putting the thing away and can't close it because nobody knows the spell. So now everybody's got these downgraded version of their weapons. Spider-Man has these retractable rope things he's got to use. It's basically
I vaguely remember that.
Is that a Marvel Knight story?
I don't think it is, but they had a lot of people. Basically, everybody has to come together to try and power the planet back on. But then you got Apocalypse and a bunch of other people showing up.
So sometimes Marvel comics they kind of go left. They got real heavy with their summer. Here's our big thing for the summer, and I'm like, no. Can we just?
It was 5 books, but it was an interesting run. You got to see, I think, a Venomized Miles, a very more gritty Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I think Dracula.
That's not the current. Is it similar to the current Blood Hunt?
Not like Blood Hunt. Dracula actually gives himself up and sacrifices himself he very much does a Raditz move with Blade.
Huh.
Actually, I think one of the things is they turn one of the bad guys into him and then hit him with a ball of light. And then there's a slight cameo from Wolverine and Cyclops that goes very terrible.
Because it was unnecessary.
It's I like how sometimes it's Scott can't fucking throw a punch, and other times it's like, well, he's absolutely broken.
Right.
I would like to throw in a non-superhero one, but it's still in the Batman universe. This came out, I think, late. Was it late '94? I'm trying to think. No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that it was late 2000, early 2000s. Gotham Central.
Yeah, I mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Central.
I definitely that one.
Yeah, that was always a good round.
Mhm.
Well, it's that time.
No.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
Before we step on out of here, we're gonna let everybody do that talk, and then we're gonna play that Light Yagami rap as the closeout. So, Lady Mandalore, let the people know where you at.
Hi, good evening. Hi, everybody. You can find me and my lovely God damn it, lovely.
That's right.
Co-host.
You're pointing at him. It's just the background. Yeah.
Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch for Roomful of Blerds. We talk about comics, indie, mainstream. We also have guests that come on to either talk about their comics, or sometimes we actually voice act out some of the panels from the comics. It's fun. It's a good time. You should stop by. Tell your friends. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks.
Navy Montel following up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's I, the Frosty Bearded One, is Navy Montel. If you want to find out what the heck I'm up to, just find it right there. I'm everywhere. I decided to be a pest, but I'm going to be a good pest. I'm going to be a positive pest. I have messages of enlightenment, encouragement, motivation, and just showing you that you are amazing in everything that you do. But if I were to give a word, stop listening to people who don't support you. I keep saying this. Support costs nothing. It shouldn't be painful. If someone is supporting you, then guess what? It's not conditional. Either they do or they don't. But don't worry about that, because as long as you're following your path, you are your biggest support system. That is all.
Spartan.
I was going to pass Let's Play on that note. Black_Spartan 615 is where you can usually find me on the webs. I usually do reviews on everything and working out. Why? Because this little beautiful thing is one day going to grow up and be 16 and want to date. And I have to show whoever is going to try to date my little girl, I have no problem smiling from a mugshot. That being said, show's still going on, guys. How the Fact We Got here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Yes, we're going to be covering what's happening on the debate and how bad that is, along with all the rest of the news. Gibbet Podcast. Apologies, guys. Lights knocked us out this Friday, but we will be back again this Friday with a whole lot of crap. So definitely check us out there. Podcast can be found where podcasts can be seen or heard. The Reverend has given the good words, so I'm just going to pass the collection plate and just repeat him when I sit there and say, like, share, costs nothing but means everything. Check out Safari TV because, again, the con videos are up there. I highly recommend you watch them. The rules still apply. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. At the same time, guys, hygiene is important. I know you see soap and whatnot at these cons. That is not a gesture. That is literally saying, please wash your ass before you come to the con. It's not that hard. And number 3 is the same rule that I have for myself as for everyone else, guys. In a world that is cold, is cruel, be nice, be kind, share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
And we prefer you smell like the soap, not the whatnot. Tafari.
I get native deodorant and soap ads in my recommended.
It doesn't work.
You keep like Beetlejuice. I think you said their name too much. They're in my feed now. But yeah, you can find me under this name on all socials. Tomorrow is actually going to be the last part of my X-Men Evolution rewatch. It's been a fun journey. I didn't think the wait for season 2 would get longer in the middle of doing the damn series, but we are 85 people away on this show from 4,000 subscribers. So please feel free to go and tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell somebody, like, share. We upload clips and segments if you missed the live show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So please feel free to come through, check it out, watch an interview. We are a fun time.
I am your man on the wall, your captain of the ship, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in to everybody. Thank you to our guests, Wadeline, Venlough. Go check her out on Instagrams. Go check out her book, Shirts of Guise and the Barnes and Nobles. Shout out to Carl for that one. And you can always catch us wherever you listen to your podcast. You can listen to it or watch us live every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on IG, YouTube, and Twitch. And sometime the Book of Faces. I did it tonight just to be nice. Whatever. Whatever. Shout out to all the people who was in the comment section. Thank you for joining in and joining the conversation. Tune in Thursday as we have another guest, and we will be talking about episode 4?
3.
3.
4.
Is it 3?
4.
4 is
We
4.
got two. We got
Oh,
two.
that's right. 4. My bad.
Yeah, 4.
I forgot.
Yeah,
My bad.
sorry.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah. We
That's
got
fine.
4
Back.
of Agatha.
Don't yell at me. I forgot.
Yeah, we
Because
got
I've been
two in the
working.
beginning.
I've been working on some theories on some things. They know. So it's not none of them wild Mephisto theories neither. No. I deep dive. So we're working on some things. So stay tuned for that. But like I do with every show, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I'm playing Light Yagami Rap one more time for those who haven't seen it, because if you didn't, go check out Crazy 8 the Great on IG, on YouTube. The link is in his bio. It's an amazing artist, and he still keeps bringing heat. We catch y'all Thursday at 8.
I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. It didn't take me long. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
Hello and welcome, good morning. I got a message, it comes with a warning. All of you bug me, you pissed up and swarming. I'll orchestrate all of your deaths while I'm yawning. Especially if you can't rap it, you flaunting. Cause destiny hit me, I answered the calling. I stay with this noble like I was in school. If I follow these rules, then you definitely falling. Yeah, I'm feeling like Yagami. Y'all gonna be begging and pleading. I'm sending you demons to hell. You ain't no challenge, you hardly can try to outsmart me, and I'm never taking it L. If I put your name in this ledger, you'll die in your sleep or end up in a stretcher. The more that I see about these excellent measures, the more that I'm feeling like Jessica Fletcher, cause it's
murder she wrote. I am a god, you could put that in quotes. Check on my shoulder, cause I've been the GOAT. Nevertheless, cause I do the most. They know my name in these streets. Been to the pad, I've been putting in work on the back end. Ain't no relaxing. I ain't got time for the games when I roll you laying in the casket. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. Don't play with your life, don't play with your life, don't play with your life. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. The way that I write, take out your light, and you say goodnight.
I know you heard this before, but please do not think cause I'm nerd to the core and not using my powers for evil, that I will not leave you in puddles of blood on the floor. All my intentions are purely divine. Kira Akami, they call me a god. Are you shitting? The things that I've written will fold you like some origami. You call me a fraud? Nah, you were never better. It's fair for me to belittle you in every single letter, in every syllable, killing you. A whole lot of blood and some ink. I think I'ma spill a few. Some time to be a hero. You gotta see what a villain do. So if I see you, I don't need Ryu. Hands is all you get, like you fighting Ryu. You try to appeal. It's bad if your name's on this pad. I would not want to be you, cause it's
murder she wrote. I am a god, you could put that in quotes. Chip on my shoulder, cause I've been the GOAT. Nevertheless, cause I do the most. They know my name in these streets. Been to the pad, I've been putting in work on the back end. Ain't no relaxing. I ain't got time for the games. What I write to you laying in the casket. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. Don't play with your life, don't play with your life, don't play with your life. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. The way that I write, take out your light, and you say goodnight.
Look at how many people you killed in only 5 days. I want the world to know of my existence. Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world? If I don't do it, then who will? That's just it, there's no one. But I can do it. In fact, I'm the only one who can. Using the death note, I will become the god of this new world.